People can't walk away from pets like that though. When they pets don't chew their arm off. That's what I want to know. They still love the dog. The dog's a good dog. The dog was just get no. The dog is angry at you, and you don't understand why. And he bit your arm off.
So you saying if my dog bites me on my hand, I should do away with the dog?
I'm not saying that you should do away with the dog. I'm saying you should still love them just like you should still love people if they do something to you. But we tend to walk away from the person quicker than we would walk away from the dog. And we say stuff like, well, dogs don't turn their back on you. And I'm like, there's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of evidence. Yo, it's a lot of evidence that says animals, because they're animals and they have animal instincts, sometimes just revert to their instincts and their carnivorous nature just takes over. This is 100% fact. It happens. You can train and domesticate, but you can never take all of that 100% away from an animal. And I'm not even going to say dog.
And you know these things before you get this animal, which is why when it happens, you shouldn't be so surprised.
Just like you know people are a certain way, and so you shouldn't be so surprised. The point is, people tend to value the life of their dogs. From what I've seen, and the people I've questioned, they tend to value the lives of their dogs more than people, and I think that's strange, yo.
I value my dog's life more than certain people, yes.
I think everybody would. However, if I had my dog in a burning building versus a complete stranger in a burning building, my innate nature is to save the human life because human lives move the world forward, even if it's to our own detriment.
They do.
So I'm saving the human if I can save the human. If I can't save the human and I can save the dog, then obviously I'm going to save the dog.
Hold on, Kay.
He's a wonderful citizen of the United States.
Hold on, Kay. Hold on.
He is. You're a wonderful citizen of the United States. You should be a first responder. Oh, you already know me. Fuck that and fuck that stranger. Get that nigga. Fuck that and fuck that stranger. Because at the end of the day, I didn't raise that stranger. That stranger has 2 legs and 2 arms, just like I do. And he or she may be fully aware of what's going on. This thing that I have raised and who has helped me throughout my life and who I will literally cry for if he goes, I'm gonna go and help him. That stranger dies, I'm so sorry. But that death doesn't hurt my life. That death doesn't do anything to hinder me. It's a sad story, and R.I.P. When my dog dies, I already have a plan for my dog. My dog's gonna have a whole funeral. My family's gonna attend. Cause my family loves my dog. My little nieces, they love him too. So it's just a family thing. It's like, I don't know. He's been around. He's literally a part of the family.
I do get that because you have an emotional attachment to your dog versus a stranger. But there's people out there that have emotional attachment to their dog and another person, and they're like, "Yo, forget you. I still love my dog more than you."
If you were,
I respect them too. I don't respect the idea of that.
I respect if you were in the if I was a stranger to you in your house and your house burned down and you saved your dog before you saved me, I don't blame you.
Well, I mean, you would do the same thing, so you really can't.
I really don't blame
But there's
you.
also some people that have, like I said, there's a dog and a person they care about, they save the dog. If there was a strange dog and a strange person, they save the dog.
Okay, I'm gonna be real.
And I've only had one dog my whole entire life, and this dog has changed. And I'm just speaking because my dog has changed my opinion. I hated dogs. I was scared of dogs up until I had this dog. Now I'm totally different about dogs. So I just really.
I have several pets. I just like to make that known. Cat
and I had one. And I actually, my mom, she was a cat lady. I've hated cats all my life, and then I've hated animals up until I got this dog who helped me with my own things. So I love my dog.
As you should.
Yeah.
But
I gave him
pet.
the scenario of if I throw a house party and my house burned down, right, and then my dog is there, a couple of my friends and family, and a whole bunch of strangers. If my family and my friends and family is safe outside and they're well and alive, in that scenario, yes, I'm gonna go and get my dog. But if my family is not safe, I'm gonna go and get my family first, of course. But because I love them and I know my family, I'm not going to help us. If I see a stranger, my mom, dying on the floor right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my mom. Just because I don't know him. I don't have no attachment to them. That's the same way I feel about my dog. I'm sorry. That's just...
Kay, I said this to you before. I just didn't get it on camera. But,
And I'm very much a
Yeah.
I would like to think that I'm a humanitarian.
Humanitarian.
I really do, but
leaving them strangers on the. Okay.
I just know how I would feel knowing that my dog is gone.
This the big payback right here. Y'all niggas got my ass first second. Okay.
Go ahead. It's getting on Kia time.
The big payback.
Kia, I'm not even gonna get on you just because.
Get on me. I can speak for every dog lover.
And that's.
But then again, I don't love my dog as much as dog lovers really do. I do have a breaking point.
Okay. Kay, I'm gonna be real.
If my dog bites a kid's arm off, I'm gonna throw my dog in the garbage.
In the garbage, okay.
Yeah, because he's harming other people.
Kay.
Say it.
If your happy ass step over me.
I know you. I want to step over you.
No. I'm saying if I'm a stranger.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. As a stranger.
Okay, hold on. If your happy ass step over me, right? And you step over me to go look for the dog. And then you step back over me to get out the house. Be like, yo, get it how you live. Okay?
Well, the thing about it is that when you think about it so deeply, if I'm going into a house and I have saved my dog and I had my dog, I wouldn't just have my dog in my hands and just run past all of these bodies. I would try to do a multitask thing, but my first priority is to go see where my dog is.
Let me give you a different example of how the world is starting to think now, right?
Wait, hold on. Before you go into it, Kate, I will haunt the shit out of you.
You're gonna be standing over your bed like,
you better not get no ancestors, because I'm on everybody's ass. They gonna have a folktale story about me, bro. You better not, never ever. Go ahead, Anton.
So this is what I'm seeing more and more of on the internet. And obviously, I don't get to see all the people in the world that had the internet. But sometimes you get to see the comments of thousands and thousands of people over the course of many videos we've seen. Sometimes all these thousands of comments on one video. Something happens to a dog. Something tragic happens to a dog. Even if the dog does something stupid, the tragedy happens to the dog. Dog attacks human. Dog gets put down. Everybody's reaction. Oh my gosh, the poor dog.
That's not me.
The dog didn't know.
That's not me at all.
The poor dog. Oh my gosh, it was just doing what its instincts are. It shouldn't be punished for that. Etc., etc., etc. I'm not accusing you of this. It's just, what I'm starting to notice more of.
It's levels to the love.
More of in the world. And I'm sitting here like, how y'all, don't y'all understand this dog just tried to tear somebody apart?
But what I will say, to combat that, not necessarily it's the same type of example, but it's a different type of respect level for the dog. Like, say if someone comes into my house and my dog makes that person uncomfortable. This is my dog's house, I'm sorry. My dog lives here. My dog is used to roaming around and being comfortable. Now, I would do my best to make sure that you aren't really scared, or maybe I might keep him in the cage. But if his presence is consistently annoying you, even when he's out of your way, you no longer need to come to my house.
And that's
my dog lives
that's
here.
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's
and
fair.
and I feel like this
fair.
kind of love comes from
That's
people
fair.
who don't respect that you love your dog.
That's fair.
So
I don't think it comes to that. Sometimes they might just be afraid of the dog. Like,
no, I'm saying
from where I was from.
When I'm saying the people who are so against people who have extreme love from their dogs, I feel like people who have extreme love for their dogs, it comes from people who don't respect that they love their dogs like that.
I don't know if that's fair. I ain't gonna say true.
A lot of
I ain't gonna say it ain't true.
Feel like because I have a pit bull, I have to do certain things to make other people comfortable around him in his own or in our own house. And I've received so many comments about my dog and how they make them feel, to the point where it makes me feel like I have to love my dog immensely because...
I'll say this on the flip side, though. The example I just gave of the dog on the video, right? Something tragic happens, the dog rips somebody's ear off, everybody feels bad for the dog. Black Lives Matter. A man has some counterfeit 20s, he's begging for his life, he dies, and everyone's saying, not everyone, but a whole bunch of people, and we know who they are, saying that's what he gets. He shouldn't have been committing crime. He didn't rip the cop's arm off. He didn't attack the cop. He may have resisted a little bit because he thought it was unfair, but he didn't attack the cop. He had some counterfeit 20s or whatever he had. And people are actually saying that's what he gets.
Yeah,
he should have complied. So when I say that people are valuing the lives of dogs more than they are humans, no matter what that situation is, and this could have been black life, white life, I'm not even going to get into the whole, BLM thing. This could have been black life, white life, whatever your nationality. When a human life is taken away from something tragic like that, I always have a sense of sadness about it. It doesn't go away. I have a sense of sadness if a dog dies or a cat dies.
Oh, yeah.
But it does not reach the level
Yeah.
to, where it does where a human's life is lost or taken away for, not
Let me ask
doing
you a
what they're
question.
supposed to
now,
do.
if you read in a newspaper the instance that we're being using that and the fact that someone has saved their family dog rather than saving a stranger, would you be like, damn, that person's a fucked up person?
I would say this world is messed up because, again, dog owner, cat owner, I've had several animals. I value human life more than I value any animal life. And I value animal life. But at the end of the day, while someone says it's still a life. It's still a life. It's still a life. Like I said,
Yeah, I don't think they're on an
one
equal
of
playing
these,
field, like
one
that.
of these moves the world
I
forward,
understand what you're
and
saying.
one of them doesn't. That's why it's called a pet.
Yeah.
Because that's
Well,
why
so
you're
with that
the.
being said, if it was a stranger dog, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would save the person.
Because I was just about to
Yeah.
ask that.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
if
was-
it was
But
a
there's
dog
some
that
people.
had-
There's some people that are just like, yo, save the dog.
Yeah, like
I was-
no, and I understand
Like, what's
the
wrong with
instance
you?
of where a dog does something belligerent, maybe because he was out of his habitat or whatever. I still feel like the dog should be up out of here.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like,
just to be clear, if there was a car coming about to hit stranger, you had a chance to say more car coming, it was about to hit the dog on the other side.
my dog or a stranger dog?
Stranger dog. Y'all saving that person.
Fuck that dog.
Okay.
I'm gonna save the person for sure.
But why do
Well,
people say because dogs don't do this and like this is literally people's reason
Nah, I
because
see
dogs
that.
don't do this and dogs don't do that and I'm like
on his comment?
yes they do.
Yeah, that's why I didn't comment on that thing because it would have been a really bigger conversation. Cause
I
don't
wanted you
agree.
to and tag me.
I
Like-
Or what?
on the whole pet comment thing, I was reading. I was
Wait,
reading.
what
No,
you don't
know,
agree with?
because
What you?
I don't agree
Hold on,
with
let
the
me just
fact
read.
that the dog has never. I know where I stand with animals rather than where I stand with people. I feel like that is just such a reach.
Man,
That is
listen, at
just
any
such a
point you can
far
become
reach.
food.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, right? Because something in which was also brought to my attention.
I guess I'm biased to just my dog. Maybe I feel like that just
Somebody-
my
And
dog.
I get that.
Yeah.
Somebody DM'd me and they said, well, since I've been raising my dog and stuff like that, I understand him a lot better. Can that not apply to humans or not? I'm just asking. I'm not saying I know it already, but I'm just
Whoa, and
asking.
what, I don't get the question.
Because this dude said, he said to me, hey man, I don't really feel as if your comments are just because I get the opportunity.
Tell him to
Wait,
DM
he
me.
inboxed
Tell him to
you?
DM
Yeah.
me.
He said, I don't feel as if your comments are just because I can raise my dog from ground up
Listen to what he's saying.
and
This is
know
very important.
and know what I'm getting out of that dog. As opposed to a human, I can raise him ground up and I
That
can,
isn't even not even a fact for humans or dogs.
and he was like, I can raise him, but I don't know the direction or trajectory in which that human's going to go. And I was like, huh?
I don't think that statement is active for humans or dogs. 'Cause
I was about to say dogs.
you raise your dog, you
You
raise
should've
your
sent him
kid
that video.
as much as you want. You never know what kind of outside influences is going on be outside
And that's
what
the
you're
thing.
raising them to be.
So this is the key right here, right? When somebody raises a dog, what they're in essence doing is they're training a dog to be exactly what they want them
they
to
want.
be
Yeah.
with them.
yeah.
You're training a person to be a child, or you're training a person basically to be exactly what your idea of is most beneficial to themselves once they go out to the world. You know your dog ain't going out to the world, so you're
Exactly.
saying, dog,
This is what you
even
gotta
though
do
I
every
value
day.
your life more
Yeah.
than this human, I'm going to teach you how to just be my slave, basically.
Basically.
So I'm gonna teach you how to be my slave, and then I'm gonna treat you like I love you more than those people out there who actually have brains and minds and stuff like that, and the ability to learn
that's me.
And that's
to teach themselves. Like,
that's what scares me about people that say, not necessarily scares me. I get it
it
because
scares me, bro.
I'm not going to say it scares me to the point where it's like
I want to be saved if it's me and a dog. Like, save me.
Say the stranger.
Yeah, because
Like-
the way how I look at it is, it's like, because let's say that is your house party, right? Odds are you got to do something to let the peoples know, like, dang, bro, like, maybe if I didn't have it, you know how you kind of have that guilt feeling and shit like that. You can't just show up there and be like, damn, well, my dog was alright.
Yo.
I looked at your son before you, and you know, my right foot stepped over him as I walked out the door.
If I'm being honest,
God.
if I was to... Damn, I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm such a fucked up individual when it comes to my dog specifically.
Oh.
I probably wouldn't even tell all that. I just wanted to go save my dog and I brought my dog outside, and that's all I know, and that's all the people know. I don't need to give any more details.
Bro,
because I already know it's a shitty situation.
I know one thing.
It's a shitty
They
situation.
better not hear that news report. The dog almost died because the smoke in his lungs.
The dog, I don't know.
Listen, Peter will be at your door.
I just so happened to be holding that dog as I was running out the
Listen.
door, and that's how I saved him.
No one will convince me that animals' lives is more
Put you
valuable.
right back in the house.
How come these people that love dogs this much, how come they'll kill a spider?
I damn sure won't kill
They'll tell you a life is a life. My dog ain't gonna do this. And I'm like, well, that spider is killing all the roaches that you didn't know you had in your house.
Eat chicken?
And you saw him and got scared and killed it.
Killed him.
That's messed up.
I used to think
That spider was loyal to
I
you.
used to think like that as a kid.
I'm just saying. I mean, if they want to use these excuses and reasons, you know what I'm saying?
But you didn't raise that spider.
Did you raise him without
You
knowing?
didn't mean to.
Kimberly,
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on.
Yeah, Kimberly got
Kimberly,
some
You
dog.
feel me?
Kimberly got 2 dogs.
What's the name of your dogs?
My Shih Tzu's name is Chewy, and the Golden Retriever's name is Leia.
Okay, so we're gonna put you in this predicament.
Spotlight.
We're gonna put you in this predicament. We're gonna start with a stranger first, right? Because that's
Come sit over here so we can hear you.
yeah.
Come closer.
I'm very interested in this opinion.
We're gonna start you off with a stranger.
Let's see if I'm the only shitty person on the
You're at a party. You're at a party. You're Chew. You know what I'm saying? You bring him over.
No, you're not at a party. We have to make sure the
Okay,
dynamics
fine.
is
Go
specific.
ahead.
You're at your you're at your house party, right? So you're at your house party. You have a couple of friends and family and a whole lot of strangers.
These are people you invited, though.
These are people that have
Mostly.
been invited to your house party. Some of them may be hearsay, but you know the people you know, and you don't know the people that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So your house ends up going in flames. Your friends and your family that you definitely know, and you definitely invited, are outside. They're all safe. Your dogs, both of them, they're still inside the house. There's about 3 strangers that's inside the house, so you don't know them from a can of paint.
Fuck them stranger.
Oh,
I don't
man.
care because
Thank
if
you.
all my friends and family are safe and I know that they're all good,
Damn.
and I don't know those fucking people.
I don't know those people.
Y'all are so hard listening.
I don't know those people.
Right?
But you have to think of it like, okay,
I
so
do not have to.
listen.
I will.
So it doesn't matter that they don't have a family.
I don't know if they have a family.
So what if they did though?
I don't know.
What if they did? That
What
might
if?
ask you if
My
you-
dog has
She's
a
already
family.
made it very clear that
I
they
don't
don't
know
care.
those people.
It's like, but why is it if my
Why should I not?
if my friends and family are already outside, how come nobody fucking
It's going in for the
How come
strangers.
nobody fucking went and helped them? How come it's
'Cause
my responsibility?
We're talking
Maybe
about.
they didn't know. Usually,
What's-
one person notices somebody's in the room, locked or trapped before everybody else. What if that person is you?
Yes.
I gotta find my dog.
That's all. Because
Yeah.
it's usually one person that notices.
I gotta find my dog.
I just okay, and this is another thing that hit me too, right? And we're gonna ask you a second question. Don't think you got this. This is another thing that hit me too, right? There's another commenter. They said, what they say to me? They said some crazy shit. So my neighbor actually ended up giving my cat fleas, right? And
The person gave the cat fleas.
she has a dog.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, do
So-
away with that person. They
So-
have to go.
So she says to me, she says, what if your next door neighbor was in that fire? You're going to let her burn up because she gave your cat fleas, right? I was like, absolutely not. And she was like, why? I was like, that girl brings home her sister towards that same house every single Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? From what I know a little bit about her. She brings her sister to that house every single Tuesday.
Okay, well, she's not a stranger.
What is
You
that-
know her to some
what's-
capacity to have that emotional, like, feeling towards her.
So you would save somebody that you know a little bit.
If
Oh!
if I'm using your example, the neighbor would be a goner.
She said the neighbor would be a goner.
Listen,
No, come on.
it's levels. It is levels.
You are.
I don't know why your sister's here every day. Maybe she just loves you,
Hey,
but she has a home and
heartless.
she has a mother. I don't know you guys. I don't know y'all.
You're a heartless boy.
Listen. I'm not heartless because I
Okay.
know my dog and my dog is expecting someone to come and help them.
Okay, don't invite Listen to your next party.
I'm not inviting anybody to my house. I'll say this. I'm not letting anybody in my house if I'm not gonna save their life over an animal's life.
Shit, that too. That's a good way
Like
to put it.
to a part. Like if I really
That's a
feel
good way
like,
to put
yo,
it.
your life is not as valuable as my cat, I must not like you. So you gotta go. Like
I like that.
you gotta go.
I like that.
And that's good. That takes a
Or
lot.
maybe people should just
for me
know
to
that
get
I
to that
value my
point.
dog.
Oh, we do. We do,
but
Yeah.
that to me, I can't fathom that.
Yeah,
I can't. Like,
listen,
if okay, they can be a stranger. You see them walk down the street, they family.
So you guys know that by doing that, you lack.
You
Don't. No, I don't.
No, I'm about to tell you.
No, because if it wasn't,
Hold on,
if it's
hold on,
only because
hold
it's
on,
my
hold
dog
on.
specifically.
Hold on.
Literally.
Let me finish. You lack a certain human instinct, right?
No,
Do you know what the most
I knew
basic?
you was about to say
Hold
that.
on. What's the most basic human instinct? What are we born with?
Instinct to like survive.
Self-preservation.
Yeah.
Self-preservation starts with yourself, and then it starts with your.
Okay, but what are dogs born with? Are they born with that?
Yes, they are born with that, which is why sometimes they eat humans.
But they've never seen a house fire. We're very aware how.
No.
house
I know.
fires
No,
happen.
what I'm saying is the reason I say you lack that because yes, you protect yourself, but the second part of that is you protect your other likeness. So my first idea is protect myself, and if I can, then I'm also going to protect the others around me. That's
My
why we
dog is
give
the other.
extra credit. That's why
My
we
dog
give
is the other.
human. You know what I mean. So that's why we give extra.
My dog has a heartbeat.
But listen, that's why we give extra credit to people
I
who
could go to jail for
sacrifice.
shooting my dog, just like I go to jail for shooting a human.
Yeah, you can.
The way I treat a dog, I go to
mean-
jail for you have the same kind of consequence. So why should I
No,
not hold my dog to
the consequences
the same kind of standard?
they're a little different, but
Shit,
you
shit
still
me.
will go to jail.
I like the mic.
But I'm saying is that's why people get extra credit for sacrificing their own life to save the life of another human. Like that's why they get so much credit and they get called noble. It's like wow,
You know,
your
Go ahead,
instinct
tell
is
me I'm
self-preservation and you just gave that up.
You definitely shitty, but the way they did Mike, man, they said y'all. They told Mike, "Make you take this year and this day."
That was all Peter, bro. That was all Peter.
I don't mean
Listen,
to
he is
laugh.
not doing that
I
time,
just
and
want
Peter
people to
knows it.
understand when
Mike,
people
I don't mean to
speak
laugh.
in a sense where I will save my dog, it's because of the emotional attachment they have to that, or to any animal, or to anything. Just like just like if I had something that held a whole lot of value to me inside of the house. Like say my grandmother's something, she's no longer here. So something that holds value, something that I'll never be able to get back, I'll never be able to feel the same feeling. I would probably go and get that. That would be my first thing.
Over a human?
Over my grandmother's belongings, I have to go and get those. I'm very no.
Okay, listen to me, man.
No.
Anytime you say, yo, Anton, Alyssa, Rock, y'all come over, we can chill, get drinks.
But y'all not strangers.
Bring whoever y'all want.
Listen.
Don't tell me to bring whoever
If the
I
dog
want.
is there,
Don't tell
not
me.
because I'm scared, but if the dog is there, I'm not coming because I know if that
Fuck all
place catch
that.
on fire,
Fuck all that.
I'm last.
Listen.
Like
Shit, I know they dead lad. Listen, man, you might want to stay in this car, bro, because if it gets spooky in there.
Okay, wait.
she
know
gonna be like, he
something.
almost 40, he don't live like he can go.
I'm gonna try my last statement because that's a little deep. I can't really see myself going to get a necklace before it's time to save a human person.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
Listen, man,
that's
I
just
wanna-
a materialistic
I
thing.
wanna
The
let
dog,
you-
I'm not retracting that.
Listen, man, I want to let you know, bro, if this house burned down, she got a necklace in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not really.
Yo,
that
she not gonna
realistic.
let that necklace
Yeah,
melt,
bro,
son.
so-
So stand by the door.
Listen,
It's nice to say I cared that
It's-
deep, but
the-
in reality, I know instinctively I would have to save the human.
Listen, cuz, them flames go up. You're going to have to get out. You live, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, all it takes
Nigga, what?
is for me to
You
call
know
my
what time
dog
it
one
is.
time, and I don't hear a peep, I don't hear no pause, I don't hear anything. I don't think about anything else. I don't think
Hey.
about, it's to the point where
Wait.
it's like I be expecting certain things throughout my day because it's so normal for me to actually.
You know what I
that
think
my
people
dog
do though?
does.
You know what I think people do is I look at animals when I domesticate them or own them or whatever. They're a belonging. They're a possession. Yes, they're a life, but they are not on my level. I will always
they're not
have
on my level.
dominion over that thing
Yo,
I'm
walking
not-
around in my house. And what I think other people do is they look at that as their equal. This is my best friend, and I'm like,
I look at something that I've raised as not my
this
equal.
is my child. And
That
I'm
is my
like,
child.
Okay, wait. Hey, yo.
I don't
question,
have any kids.
Question.
I don't have no kids.
You can
I have
jump in
nieces.
anytime you want.
Question.
Because I know you got some stuff you want to say.
Question. And I'm glad you said that because I talked to a pastor about this when I was working.
But
right?
I don't. This is coming from a person who don't have any kids to say that my dog is my child.
And that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask that. Does this narrative change once you get a family?
Definitely.
Okay.
Once I have kids of my own, I will never compare a dog to my kids. Will always be first and foremost.
Does it change?
So if
for
you
the
got
people
so if you
aspect?
got one kid and one dog, you're gonna be like, these are my two kids, or you're gonna be like, this
No,
is my kid, and
I
that's
have
my
a kid.
dog.
That's my kid, and then I have a pet.
Okay, so does that aspect
And it might even change my aspect of trying to go saving a human before saving my dog.
All right.
It really might, because I'm just very aware how being a mother changes the aspect on your life and how
Jalen.
you view a whole lot of things and stuff like that.
Listen to me. This is Operation P. All right? We need this narrative to change ASAP, brother.
I know, he has the same
Hold on.
mindset I do. He's gonna go save the dog.
Listen, somebody better get Operation P done on accident then, okay? We need this shit to change ASAP.
Yeah, get Operation P done ASAP.
ASAP.
I wonder if there's people out there that get mad if you save them before the dog.
Yes.
Like, I can't believe you saved
I
me.
bet there's
over...
some people like that. I bet there are dog or animal lovers.
Shit.
You know anybody
There's
like
people
that?
out there.
No.
Are you an animal like lover, or do you just love your dogs?
I love my dog.
Yeah, just like your dogs.
But other dogs, you be like, F them dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's me. That's me.
Alright.
See, and any other, if any.
So y'all don't really all the way fit the people I'm talking about,
No,
but
not really.
y'all kind of doing very specific
And
situations.
I feel like it's only because this is literally my first dog, the one dog that I literally raised. You know what I'm saying? I've never had another pet that I've absolutely cared about. So maybe if I continue
You probably
to
got
have,
like a sense of pride about it
I
and
do.
everything
I
with
love
that.
that
You're
one,
like,
nigga,
this
yes.
is mine. I created
Yo,
this.
but
Because everybody think he all
I was
like,
in the
nah.
delivery room.
at least you're not delusional about it. This one chick told me politely. I said, so if your boyfriend on the cliff and your dog on the cliff, she said, I will politely get up.
Oh my gosh!
And I will
I don't even
politely-
And
hear
I'll
this.
probably kick my dog to not trying to think about who I gotta choose.
No, she said, I will politely get up. I'll politely walk over, past my man, and politely help this dog up on off the cliff because my
See,
man
that's
got
not
his own
cool.
strength to pull himself up.
That's
What's
not
her name?
cool.
We ain't gonna do that.
Okay, what's her initials?
We ain't gonna do that either. Because y'all wanna know about them crazy females? She the first
What color is her hair? Founder.
She the first one.
What size she wear?
She pull up ASAP.
Founder.
Like, yo, how you at
I
her
just
house?
wanted to
Yo.
give you a I
You just
wanted
knew
to
her
give
hair
a
was
shout out.
brown.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. She'll come and knock on the door. Hey, Isaiah, I heard you were talking. We got some things we gotta talk about.
I just
Hell
want to
no,
give
we
her
ain't
a quick
about to
shout
open
out.
that door.
Let her know she's sick in the head and she should not be in any
But it's people
relationship.
really like that though, and that's the part that bothers me.
You ain't about to whoop my
Is that
ass.
people actually try to put
No,
people actually
that
try to
don't-
put pets' lives, and I'm gonna purposely keep saying pet. People try to put a pet's lives, you know, equal or greater to generally human lives, and I'm just like, yo, that's just wrong. Like, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
no, there
man.
is no animal that is equivalent to the human race simply because the human race is what keeps the world turning. There would be no animals really, almost, if it wasn't for the human race.
Like, don't we understand that we think we're savages as humans? Don't we understand that a freaking animal's instinct is to eat?
yeah, they are
and
friendly
feed
with
its
us.
kid?
Animals and humans really don't, you know what I'm saying, mix.
We just get lucky
We
to get
just-
them when they're kids,
yeah.
and we get them used to being around
Literally,
people. But
yeah.
Let me tell you
raise a dog that ain't been around no people.
And
He's
what
going
do
to
they
eat you.
call pets that live in home? What is the
Domesticated.
general domesticated? I don't really think that's a thing. No, animals aren't really domesticated. You train them to be.
I mean, yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
idea of it. But they still had their basic instincts, which is they're carnivores. Like, they want to eat things. They want to hunt.
That's what
like
I'm
if
saying.
you ever
We
seen,
train them to be this way.
look at a dog when it sees a squirrel, how it like pokes its tail
Yeah.
out and it looks a certain way. Like,
And
humans
I
don't
feed my
just
dogs
naturally-
human food, but whenever, well, for the most part I don't. But whenever I do, like heavy meats and stuff like that, he just like,
yo, he ready.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, tear
like,
your arm off.
That
Like,
shit's
yo, it's time to
scary.
eat.
That shit almost scary. Like, I'm pretty sure
Shit.
if I like put some salt on.
I've
my
never
shit,
seen a dog bump into you and be like, my bad.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dogs bump into you and be like, yo, you was in the way. son.
I ain't gonna lie. My cat and shit. Y'all talking
Yo,
I do
about
not
forget
like
your
cats.
cat, bro.
I do
bruh,
not
my
like
cat.
cats.
His
Cats
cat
are
really
so
tried to attack me.
territorial
My
and
cat. My
His
cat
cat
with
was a
all the
psycho.
shits.
all
He
cats
cooler
are
now,
all the
but
shit.
day
He
one,
is.
nah, I wasn't cool
Like
with
my
that.
cat, this how I know something up. He'll look at me for 2 seconds. I'll be like, listen, let me put you on a soft little hold, ma'am. Be like, hey man, you gotta cut that bullshit out. And he turned me into a whole bitch.
Stay right there.
Shit. Customers be concerned for me. Sound like your cat's attacking you. Listen, man, you don't know my life. All right.
But with that being said, Apollo and Santana, and hopefully one day, if I'm fortunate enough, a tiger, 2 dogs and a tiger.
I want
I know they say you shouldn't have tigers because they could kill you. So can a
I
dog.
really want to
like,
fear it. Do fairies really
if a tiger
feel
kills you,
shady?
it'll probably be quicker and less painful. Like, so,
All right, y'all.
Yeah, people got ferrets. You can go
I
buy
love
one of them from
ferrets.
Petco.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me one.
All in
I
all,
want to eat
man.
iguana too.
What did we learn today? We learned
you're not ready for a relationship.
I
We
disagree
learned
on
that your whole face is not going to work for you.
Nah. It did work.
And
for
then
me,
we
though.
learned that dogs that
Hey,
you
you know
own,
what? Okay.
it's okay to love
Here-
them.
here's-
College
sexually.
basketball players aren't
Here's-
always ready for the NBA.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, guys. I agree with them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give them that because we at the end of the show. Listen, if you are gonna go through your whole face, be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Wear your helmet and stuff like that. Cause he right. You
Wear
could.
your helmets.
You know what I'm saying? You could get that disease. You know what I'm saying? You get burnt. Next thing you know, you can't wash it off. Now you look crazy. You can't do nothing. Stuck in the house. Boom. Second thing we learned. What second thing we learned about these animals?
We learned that it is okay to love your dog exceptionally. But you can treat other dogs like shit.
But it is not okay to generally value animal lives more than human lives.
There we go.
It ain't right.
That's what I was looking for.
It ain't right.
It is
Alright.
not okay.
At me. Let's argue. DM me.
His username would be somewhere in here.
You say that every time and I never see it. Did it show up on? Oh, it did show up on the last on the bottom for like a half a second.
It is okay.
You gotta let it sit there for a
to
minute.
love your dog
I don't think
as
they
if
want
you
that
birthed
smoke.
them.
Huh? Let it sit
I
there.
don't
That
think
is
they
absolutely acceptable.
what that motherfucking name is. Alright, what's the last thing we learned?
That pit bulls are not dangerous.
I learned that you should give
That
me
is a lie.
one more chance.
They are because they're dogs, so they're dangerous.
Okay, so say all dogs are dangerous.
They are, but that doesn't mean they should be feared. Humans are dangerous. It
That's
doesn't
what
mean
I'm.
we
That's
should
what
be
I'm
feared.
getting at, people. Specifically, pit bulls. You let go.
Yo, they do pit bulls like they do black people.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Like, let go.
They
of
treat
it.
them as if they're extra aggressive. I was raised that way, man. I'm scared of pit bulls because of how I was raised
That's
in the
why
hood.
I didn't.
Not
fuck
only
with
because how I
dogs.
saw them around me, but because how I was with them. Like,
Y'all just messed up my chance to. That's
bad. What
tough.
happened?
That's tough. I was giving this girl a shout out. Give me one more chance.
Oh.
Never mind. Y'all gonna bring up pit bulls. Don't even worry about it.
Listen, I was scared.
Wait
of
a minute.
pits,
Let's
man.
backtrack.
Nope, ain't no
Because
backtracking.
we
Listen,
need-
here are two sides of the coin.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give her a shout out.
Give her a shout out.
Yeah, give her a
Shout
shout
her out.
Listen.
Wait, is this the Geneseo?
The one he
Yeah.
fumbled.
Listen.
Hold on, wait. Can I give her? I'm gonna give him.
I
an
hope she
introductory.
watched
Listen,
this and
I really
understands.
Listen. I want you to know.
No, say sorry. Just
I
say
want
sorry.
you to know.
Please say sorry.
I want you to know
He's not gonna say it.
that
Too much pride.
if you, I don't have.
He's gonna say I was
Oh.
wrong, but he's not gonna say
Listen,
I'm sorry.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Hey, listen. Look, and listen. This drunk stunks talk. You know what I'm saying? Only two people tell the truth.
I
Kids
was
and drunk
wrong.
people. Listen. I also want to tell you to like and subscribe
Yo,
this
man.
podcast here, man.
He's sorry.
Two sides to the coin. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm sorry, but please give me
He's really
one
sorry.
more chance.
He's still learning.
Girl, please.
Holla at him in 3 years.
After you hit, been the same.
Listen.
Bitch,
Three-
been
3
fucking them up
years.
since.
I ain't been the same since you left. I ain't got new furniture. I never
Ain't
seen
been
new
the same
furniture.
since you shut
Listen,
him down.
two sides to the coin, guys. We out on all platforms. Like and subscribe to the video. In the comment section, too.
Play the
Please.
song.
Please let us know in the comment section, too, before I get this song popping. What side are you guys on? Do you guys love your animals?
Animals.
More-
No, your animal.
Do you love your animals
Your
more
animal.
than you do humans in general? Or
Specifically.
would you rather save, or do you have more love for humans than animals?
What's that girl name?
What's her initials?
What's that girl name?
Damn, the speaker off. Improvise. Speaker off. That's how I...
Girl, you know I love you.
Where the
I
speaker
know it.
at? What's... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
We got a different outro today.
Hold on. Oh. Oh. That's it. Oh. Oh,
Hold on. That's what he meant.
Oh shit, it's not connected. Hold on. I'm trying to leave. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Oh, somebody like. Ah, fuck all that. Oh, we out this hell. What kind of apology?
Yo.
We out.
Mother of God! Would you look at the time? When you came here, you had an hour. Now it's less. Hey!